Oi oi! You got Guardian Easter here already, as is School Candy. Cheers for being here, guys. Just putting some water in my water pot and figuring out whether I need to reset my wet palette, and then we'll be good. How are you guys doing? Are you good? Get this camera on then. So, Guardian Easter is not too bad. That's good. Yeah, I'm alright. Cheers, mate. Trying to build 30 termagants in an evening. Wow. Should be fun. Might end up with RSI before you finish. Get this camera on, then you can see me faffing around, getting stuff ready. Here we are. Continuation of Monday's stream. Set up the wet palette with a fresh sheet. One sheet does plenty. Right, I've got a new, bigger green mat now as well. So, should be a better backdrop for us. Although the camera does seem to want to focus on it rather than the thing that we're painting. I'm going to do a little bit of a dry brushing. Oh yeah, these were the things that I... Just make sure this isn't my address or something. Yeah. These were the things that I bought, Louis, for panel lines. Spending that big streamer income, yeah, 50 pence a day. That's what we like. So we're actually less zoomed in than last time. So I've raised the camera up, but the mat is bigger than it used to be, so it makes it look like we're zoomed in. Once I put the models on there, you'll get a bit of perspective. But yeah, I'm going to do a Dreadnought either later on in this stream or in another stream in the next one. Let me open this so you can see what's going on. So you can see here, look. See, these are really thin, and like they're used for like makeup, so they're like for detailed makeup. And hopefully I can just run these along the panel lines to see how they get on. I'll give it a go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's cost me a £5. Not the end of the world. So, I'm going to dry brush because last stream I decided I didn't like the flesh. So I've gone back over. See, you can see now, can't you? We're not zoomed in. Panel lining is the worst. Well, anything that can make it better is a good idea then, I guess. So the skin, I've gone, I've redone the pink to then dry brush some flesh and then do a black wash, just to try and get it a little bit more fleshy. I wasn't particularly happy with it, but you can see we've done the blacks. We've done some of the teeth, the skull bits around the middle. Put a metallic red for the fingers and some of the pipes, which I think complements the colours. So today I'm just going to dry brush some whiter flesh tones, and then go over everything with a black wash, and then redo the red. Serratus said this should be a yellow feature on the front, and then the plasma probably make that green or something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just doing stuff just to see what happens, find it interesting, and I'm learning all the time, so that's good. I think my camera setup's a bit better now. One thing I thought is I've got a cable that runs from the camera to the desk. I'm going to buy a longer cable and run it along the arm of the microphone, so that because I keep getting stuck by the cable. Let's see if I can move this mic out of the way a little bit as well. Optimise the more you do it. Yeah, that's it. You know, I'm doing a lot of things I've never done before. Never really been just a bit fiddly. Yeah, never really been a big painting guy. Only really started doing that in the last couple of years. Put this here, will that work? Unclip that. And I need to put something in there to keep it clipped. What do we have? What can we use? Let's get creative. little something in there. This lid. Ooh. Oh, now it's fired the lid across the room. I need this to bend in a way that it is not designed to bend. Maybe loads of these little things could do it. This is the sort of thing I should have worked out before starting the stream, but here you are, you're learning now. How is it possible that that's done absolutely nothing? I'm not having a great deal of success with this. I wonder if I've got a different mic. Right, put that there. By Joe, I think he's got it. Turns out I had the right piece all along. A cupboard at the end of the room. Right, stop fanning around and start doing some Warhammer in now. Can you hear me alright? A little loud, a little quiet. Okay. Sounds good. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to just dry brush a little bit of Kislev flesh over what we already have. So I'm determined to get a flesh that I actually like. Let's see how we get on with this. Need to just put the camera up a little bit. Right. See what happens when we try and right. Seem to take too much off with the dry brush. My brush was too dry. We go again. Okay. Ended up getting a little bit on the black there, which I didn't really want to do, but that's fine. Soon tidy that up. So what's the count on the 30 nids then, Guardian Easter? Nearly 2. Very nice. How come you've got 30? Have you bought extra? Combat Patrol magazines and Leviathan half of NIDs. Okay. German prices are quite high in the rather than the UK. Let's buy the new on sprue models and bundles when they go on eBay. You got 50 of them. Wow, that is one hell of a swarm. Can't you just get someone to send you some from the UK? Like, eBay does international shipping, right? Right, so that's dulled the pink down quite nicely. So you can see now flesh colouring compared to the one on the right. So that's that guy ready for some black wash. The black wash is my favourite bit because it's like magic. There's someone asking me about it on stream on Monday. This is the wash that I use. No null oil to be found around here. Vallejo wash effects. Fantastic stuff. Really, really good. Could have done with a slightly thinner brush than this, but there we are. Just tidy it up later, it's fine. I'd have guessed you would use streaking grime. No, I've never used streaking grime. I haven't progressed to those dizzy heights yet. That's a cotton bud required job. I've not passed my cotton bud license yet, so. Yeah, I see people on YouTube using streaking grime. I've not tried it yet. I think if I had like a Death Guard army, I'd definitely be using it. Which, you know, at some point in the future inevitably will happen. I was just about to say Tom uses it a lot. Yeah, I can imagine. He had some really nice Death Guard stuff when I played him that time. That's the thing with Death Guard. You can get the grime out. You can get like the rust out. Looks really fun to paint that stuff. This is doing a decent job of making it look like the flesh and the armour merged together, which is good. Okay, pretty happy with the colour in there. So you can see like the it's almost like not as easy to see on camera, but it's almost like the flesh kind of marbles around the metal now. Kind of like that. I think it's pretty cool. Rule of cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with that second one. I think that second one's turned out really lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, clean up the brush and get ready to slather on the black. Just give it a minute to dry first. In fact, I might do the this cape first. The cape also. Get a little bit. Balls that out. That's fine. Come out in the wash. Right. Oh. Yes. So, Serrator said he wants bright yellow for the cape. So, there we go. I'm gonna give this a go. Picked this up a few months ago in the shop. Don't think I've used it yet. But I'm going to use this for the glow, thinking about it as well. The glow of the gun and the cape, but what I'll do with the cape is put a black wash over it so it's a bit more dull, whereas the glow will be very, very glowy. That's the plan, we'll see what happens. Oh, that's super thick. Lemon yellow. Reminds me of limoncello. Tasty little after meal shot. Is that one of the liquid inks? Just looks like a normal acrylic colour, to be fair. It's quite thick. might just thin it down a little bit actually. I'm getting tangled in my guitar cable from playing a guitar on screen earlier. Oh, that's not what I want. Not what I really, really want. Where's my thinner gone? It's amazing how things within a 1 metre vicinity just disappear. How come someone else is calling the shots on your paint scheme? Because I said in chat on Monday, I said, right, we're going to have a vote and see who wants what colour on this cape. And turns out yellow. I'll probably do that a lot during the streams, you know, just see what people want to see and then do a bit of that. God, this yellow's so bright. I've once again put enough to paint an army on my wet palette as well. Look at this. Do we really need all of that to do one gun and a front cape? Taking commissions. Look, Guardian Easter, my friend. I'm not nearly good enough for commissions. I just enjoy it, that's why I'm here. So let's give this a little bit of a grey. Right, and now put it on the cape. Splodging it on. Try and get the back. Where, as you can see, I didn't really reach the back of the skull very well. Some time to dry. Surprised you're not subscribed to the Combat Patrol magazine. Well, I've got like 8 combat patrols. and the ones I haven't got are predominantly the ones I don't want. So I've got 2 Tyrannid combat patrols. I've got a Necrons combat patrol, Orc combat patrol, Chaos. I've got 2 War Dogs, which is a combat patrol. I've got the Khorne combat patrol, and I've got the Chaos Demons combat patrol. So that's 8. The only other one that oh, and Tau, that's 9. The only other one I'm interested in is Death Guard, which will bring us up to 10, which is a nice round number. So I think 10 combat patrols is enough for any household. World Eaters. Yeah, I've got the World Eaters combat patrol, and I've got the Bloodletters from the Chaos Demons. I've got the Exalted 8-bound. I've got the Slaughterbound, which I put together on Monday's stream. I've got Kharn the Betrayer. I've got Angron. I've got the Lord of Skulls, which is my biggest model that I've assembled. You see how big this bad boy is? Bearing in mind the Obliterators are pretty big, yeah? Look at this beefy boy. Absolute Sir Kill-a-Lot chonker. Look at the size of it. Massive. That's going to take some painting. That's the sort of thing you hate to see on the board. The immovable object. So yeah, that. Paired with that. My World Eaters are big boys, ready to eat the world. Look like they already have. So as you can see, not even based them yet. No base coat. Yeah, Angron's cool. I didn't realise you can get Angron in the World Eaters big box, so I bought him separately. If I'd have known that, rather than get the Combat Patrol and Angron separately, I would have just got the big box, but that's fine. Can't win them all. So yeah, I put together the Slaughterbound on stream on Monday, so yeah, pretty cool. I made the same mistake with the Biovore and the new Tyranid Combat Patrol. Yeah, it's easily done because you don't always know these things. It'd be good if there was a resource that had search for a model and it tells you every box it's in. Maybe that already exists, but I don't know, so I don't know. You can't know what you don't know until you know, and then you know. You know? And I've got loads of shelves ready to make this corner of the room a bit tidier, a bit more uniform, and with a bit more space. So they got delivered today, so at some point before the end of the week there's going to be a lot of drilling in this room. with my spirit level. Oh, slight slope to this desk, which makes sense because I sawed all the legs off to make it lower. Did you go with the woodworking project, IKEA? I literally decided I'm going to have floating shelves on the wall. I think that's the tidiest way to do it. Gives the illusion that the room's still big, doesn't close the room in, but I've got 1.1 meter shelves and I've got 8 of them. So my 10 armies, what I'll do is one shelf I'll have Khorne and demons, the other shelf I'll have chaos and the war dogs and the chaos knight that I've not built yet. Then I'll have a tyranny shelf, a necron shelf, an orc shelf, a blueberry shelf, a tau shelf, and an Age of Sigmar shelf. So yeah, gonna have some pretty full shelves once everything gets built. Just got a hell of a lot of stuff to build. This should keep me busy into the next year, especially if I throw a Death Guard army on there as well. But if I do a Death Guard army, I'm going to need another shelf. So who knows? We'll see how we get on. So with these, what I've got left to do is I'm going to put the black shading on pretty much all of the model now, and then I'm going to try and make the red pop a little bit more, and then colour in any black that's now got red on it, and then we should be good. Should be done. We can move on to a new project, of which I have plenty to choose from. Just looking if I've got anything I can sort of assemble for 20 minutes whilst that dries. I've only got one small thing left, and it's I've got 2 small things left. What's this? I've got a skull grinder here. Could put that together. Yeah, why not? Let's do a bit of put together the skull grinder whilst that dries, because that really does need to be dry before I put ink all over it. Right. Got my scissors. Where's my? Happen to have a Stanley knife in the room, so that'll probably do the job. Lovely. There we go. Skull grinder. The grinder of skulls. Should keep us busy whilst we wait for the obliterator to dry. Quite a bit more space with how I've set my camera up now as well. could do with finding my blade to just shave the... Where is it? Where could it possibly be? Now we're talking. Okey-doke. Very good at chopping off bits that aren't supposed to be chopped off. Oh, my camera's following me. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Stupid camera. Well, actually not stupid. If anything, it's too intelligent for its own good. Alright, so we need a head. Could do with some new clippers, to be honest. These aren't my best clippers, these are the clippers I found when I needed clippers. Okay, that's the head. We just need a leg. The other leg. Lovely jubbly, nice and smooth. How likely is this glue to still work? Am I going to need to chop this up as well? Ah, glue is still pouring. Happy days. That's a weird way of sculpting that. This feels a bit weird. I've not put any glue on it yet. Gotta be like that, right? Yeah. Makes sense. Wow, that glue just takes the paint straight off the chopping board. Nipex are supposed to be good, okay. Did you go with the glue? No, I've still got 2 bottles of glue left. So I don't get something new unless something old just doesn't work or is out. Don't you hate it when GW makes a part require unnecessary additional parts to go? Bonus points for being on a gun head. Yeah, yeah, they're big fans of doing that. And then they write on some of the boxes like, "Oh, this has got 52 pieces," and you're like, "I don't want 52 pieces. Can I have the same thing in 25 pieces, please?" Right, so we need his this bit. This goes on here. So some glue here. Stick this there. So far so good. Ooh, Scully boy. Big section missing from his stomach. So number 5. The other thing about using your blade on the Chaos is sometimes leaving a little bit of scarring isn't the end of the world. To be fair, I think scarring looks good on most models, to be honest. Give it that battle-worn look. I did not clip that off well at all. So how does this fit into here then? Sometimes on models you can see a real clear way that stuff fits, and then sometimes it's like you're missing a piece of the jigsaw somehow. Okay, so that's how that fits, like that. The missing jigsaw thing is usually with characters. Yeah, because it's kind of like they charge a fortune for one model. It's like they feel they'll need to justify that by making the strangest jigsaw you've ever done. So piece 8. A little bit of arm. He's a muscly boy. How that goes. Doesn't really look. Oops. Doesn't really look right. Je ne comprends pas. Maybe I'll try the other side first. See if we can do the flailing world eater hammer of doom. It's got a nice corn iconography on it. It's pretty cool. That needs the other side gluing onto it because we couldn't possibly have printed that as one piece. Okay, at least it's a nice simple one. Right, trying to figure out a way of getting these arms onto this guy now. Ha! The printing decisions for multi-part intrinsic parts does drive me insane with some of the characters. Yeah, I probably moan about it in an unfair amount, to be fair, but man's gotta moan. Gotta find something to moan about, I suppose. Right, so how does this fit? Oh, this fits really well. Quick, chuck on the glue. I figured out how this bit fits. It should then also help me with how the other bit fits. So I'm just going to use my my flesh clamps to clamp this together. Yeah, I've got 55 subs. I need to get a little widget thing that tells me when someone's subbed or something like that. That'd be quite useful. I'll do that before the next stream. Because I know something pops up, but if I'm not looking at that in those 5 seconds, I don't see it. So I need something like a little table or something like that that says, oh, this is your latest subscriber. Just thinking out loud. So this... Oh, that was Discord. Guardian Easter has discorded me. Oh, would you look at that? It's a danger noodle. Ah, is that your parents found that in the garden? Danger noodle. Oh, heck. Know what you want. We've had a load of mushrooms start growing in our garden for some reason. I don't feel like that fits how it should. Unless it's got something to cover that arm up, like a shoulder pad. Ah, yeah, it does. So what we've done is we've done a shit job of printing this, so we've just chucked a massive shoulder pad over the corner of it. Top banana. In the UK, worst threat or predator, wasps. No, I'd rather get stung by a wasp than bitten by a adder. Snakes are easily the worst. How's this fit on then? Oh, very nicely, to be fair. So we bang that on like so. Whoops. Fat finger error there. Use my flesh clamps. And there we have it. There we have our skull grinder. Grinder of skulls. Pretty cool model, to be fair. Just needs a bit more work with the flesh clamps. Especially with the pose on the hammer. Yeah, I like that. Really nice. So I'll just clamp him up and then... where's my actual metal clamp gone? Don't know where anything is. Oh, well, at least this looks like it's dried pretty reasonably. Might do a second coat on that. Yeah, we'll do a second coat, why not? What have we got to lose? Except our souls. Ah, no. Nobody's allowed in here other than me. It's this. I only have myself to blame. Hey, you want to see what I used to use before I got the wet palette? Just saw this out the corner of my eye. An old tile from the bathroom. There you go. That is modern art, if ever I've seen it. Modern art. I might frame that. Pretty cool. Right, put him on there. We're good to go. At some point I'll splice that all up into a video, and that'll be a little YouTube short of me making a skull grinder. Yeah, pretty cool. Put him up here for now. You can live there. And now I've got a big used plastic sprue that just goes in the bin. Turns out these clippers have lost their spring because the handle had slipped off. There we go, get a few more weeks out of those. 8 Tyranids done. Nicely done, Guardian Easter. Very good, very nice. So I've had an idea. I'm going to dry brush the yellow like this, and then hopefully that'll look a bit like it's glowing in the absence of a sprayer. So we'll just give it a bit of this. Actually looks quite good. Might have to do it again once I've redone the reds. That actually looks pretty cool. Now I can put another yellow of strong yellow on that. Maybe even finish it with a white. Do the cape again. And on the back. Cool. Yeah, that's nice. So what, that should have a glow about it as well. There's the one on this one. Probably do this, right? The other side's just black, so it's not really going to work very well. Leave that as that is for now. So have you got any hobby goals to complete by the end of the year? Perhaps a new box you want to pick up? The only thing that I've seen that I want to get currently, other than umming and ahhing around the Death Guard box and the Lord Discordant for Chaos, I quite like that model. There's the new Necron coming out early next year. Definitely want to pick that up. I haven't seen anything else that I'm particularly jumping up and down to get, especially because I've got so many boxes to get through already. And in terms of hobby goals, it's just grow the channel. You know, I've moved up to 2 streams a week now, so hopefully grow that, and then start into 3D printing terrain. Hey, Serratus! Hey, look, I started printing the yellow that you asked for. Painting the yellow that you asked for.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello. So, yeah. When you get that 3D printer set up, let me know. Yeah, I'll let you know, Guardian Easter. I think the lead time on it is like 7 to 14 days. So in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be a year older and a proud owner of a new printer. Looks good, mate. Thank you, Serratus. How have you been? How's the Warlock? How are the dogs? What are your goals and boxes that you are looking forward to, Guardian Easter? So you want 2k of nids painted in 3 colours. Ah, you're going for a tricolour nid. I like it. Another 1k of tau. Okay. I mean, you've got too much tau. You should be in a padded cell somewhere, I think. Thing is with nids, because it's a swarm army, like 2k of nids will probably be like 3 times the volume of 2k of tau. Like, there's just so many. 4 bars through 85, so you have overtaken me, Serratus, already. That at least means that if you're around tomorrow, we can do some dungeons. We can do the monkey dungeon. I really want to add a Tervigun to the collection. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, that's the good thing about painting nids, is that I know, and you paid booster. Yeah, 50 quid, mate. 50 quid in the Blizzard store. Yeah, Tyranids they're quite nice to paint. It's just anything that you've got 30 of or 50 of in your case is going to be arduous. That is for sure. Yeah, I've got a couple of Tyranids left to paint. I've got the Carnifex brood. So I've got those two to paint, and then all of the Nids that I've assembled will be painted. And then I've got the Combat Patrol as well. I think I'm at about 1600 points, something like that. I mean, I can tell you the points of everything I've got. Well, I can tell you rough numbers because I don't think I've logged everything. Sometimes when I get a big influx I miss things. So I got 1730 points of Sigma. Bear in mind, when I started this stream 4 weeks ago, I had 0 Sigma. I got 1000 points of Tau, 1600 Orcs, 1600 Tyranids, 2000 Ultramarines, 2.5 Khorne, 2.5 Chaos, and 1000 Necrons. So that's what we're dealing with at the minute. And thinking about it, I'll set up a chat command actually that tells you what armies I've got. That'll be good. I'll get that done for a future stream. Serratus, you get tier pieces now in the Celestial Dungeon. I don't know if you saw earlier on stream, which is pretty cool. And you can buy them with the shard things from the vendor as well. Celestial fragments. So you got a bit earlier. Yeah, pretty cool. I got all 3 pieces that you can currently get. I think more are released tomorrow at 11 PM, I think. Oh no, that might not be true actually. I think it's 2 weeks' time. Because I think they've spaced them out by 2 weeks. I can't remember. Can't remember. Happen at some point. Just need to get this level, then I can start joining you. Yeah, that'd be nice. Hey, you could join my guild as well. If you ever fancied doing some raiding. Or just being a casual. Spent too much time on the Horde Druid only to get nowhere. As is often the case. You can spend a lot of time doing not very much in Azeroth. What brush do I want to use for this? I forever feel like I don't have the exact brush that I need. I think I'll have to use this brush, which is fine. I know the feeling. Are you using a double O? What, the Amazon special double O? No, I'm using a combination of Army Painter, Wargamer and Game Master paintbrushes currently. I have a good pot and a bad pot, and the double O's are all in my bad pot. Yeah, here's my my bad pot. That's black peppercorns, and sea salt is my good pot. I like the yellow, gives it a little extra flair. Yeah, I think it was a pretty reasonable shout. Although I am going to dull up the cape a little bit, because I'm going to dull up most of the model. And then repaint the red so that the red is the colour that pops. One of the mistakes I make is trying to paint with too small of a brush. Yeah, I'm just looking at my brushes now and thinking that's too small, that's too small, that's too small. I don't have a... I've got big and I've got small, I don't have any medium. Seems to be my problem. And they're not cheap either, decent paintbrushes. I went into the shop in town and I bought like 3 paintbrushes. And she was like, oh, that's 25 quid. I was like, bloody hell. Not had anyone talking on the old YouTube yet. There's not even a single person watching me on YouTube currently. And I've only had 55 people so far. Average view duration of 20 seconds on YouTube. But it is what it is. We've got you guys here on Twitch, so that's good. I see Ron TV hiding in the background. Hopefully seeing him soon. Right, just letting this dry, chatting nonsense. Hey, subscriber baby! Ooh, yeah! See you on TV in the house. How's it going, good buddy? Wagwan, brother! Nice one, brother! Nice one, brother! See you soon. But the question is it going to be in Derby or Doncaster? Which are the D's? It's double D time, baby. I believe the wife's been sorting something. Yeah. Yeah, because you are completely incapable of conversation. I only speak to you on a 2-weekly basis, so... The females have been organising the meet-up. I do hope you do come to Derby, that'd be good. Tony was in the stream earlier, I was trying to get her to come. Everyone is welcome. Guardian Easter is in Germany, so very unlikely for him to be there. Pendulum the day before, okay, nice. That should be good. Fuck it, I lied. It's drum and bass. What you gonna do? Oh, every time I wave at the camera it turns on follow mode. So I'm like... And then if I go over here it's like, oh, let's follow him over there. Let's follow him over here. Ooh. Turn off follow mode. Stupid camera. Camera's too clever for its own goddamn good. Ooh. Put it there, that'll do. Let's stay there and stop moving. Think it'll work? Yeah, of course it'll work. It'll be lovely jubbly. Barbados. I'm not in Derby. No. No, I'm in Grantham, Guardian Easter. You are aware of this. But for my birthday, we'll be having drinks in Derby. As I am allowed to leave the county border. Sounded like you moved. No, 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 no. No, we're not moving anytime soon. How have you been? C-Ron, I've been up, down, smiling and frowning. That's what I've been doing. Fair to middling. Had an MRI yesterday. Had an X-ray last week. But other than that, yeah, sound. Not too bad. Those guys with the web fingers and 3 feet allow you to leave this time. Yeah, something like that. Back to God's country in the middle of England. Have you been, C-Ron? What have you been up to? Out and out? Bit of this, bit of that? It's been up with you. Well, you know my knee that was been knackered since last year? Well, I finally got round to trying to get that sorted. Been picking up guitar again recently. Nice. Really getting back into it. I played some guitar on stream earlier this afternoon. Yeah, glad you're getting back into that. What's prompted that? Have you been writing any music or learning new songs? What's been going on? Right, I think I can start to use my my wash FX. Let's give it a go. Turn this round. Use the bottom corner. This goes everywhere. Oh! I've only just realised that the nib points off to one side, not straight down, so now I'm covered in black ink. Look like I've been having fun with a squid. You're going to play drums at the wedding though? Yeah, no worries man, if that's what you want. I can play the drums. No problemo. Right, let's put some of this ink on and see how we get on, shall we? Liberally apply this. No such thing as too much. If it goes wrong, we call it a happy accident and move on. R.I.P. Bob. Do the feet and work our way up, I suppose. Hey, I signed up to a fancy dress website, C-Ron, so that I can get updates on stock, so I can get something for when I come to your house. I assume it is fancy dress. I realise I've made quite a large assumption there. Could turn up looking right, alright, tool. You can play the triangle, the electric triangle. Absolutely, it's mandatory. I'll have to get something for Catherine as well. I think her costume from last year's in the bin, I think. I've still got mine, so I could technically come as the same guy as last time, but I figured I should switch it up if I can. I found the exact costume I wanted, but it was out of stock, so I've had to sign up to fancy dress stock updates, which wasn't on my list for the year, but that's what we've done. Sarah's doing Shaun of the Dead. Okay. Which character from Shaun of the Dead? Shaun. I think there'll be quite a lot of Aussies. I mean, we saw one last year, didn't we? Doing karaoke, singing a song that he didn't know the words to. Or seemingly the tune. But I'm going to go as a wrestler again. I like my going as a wrestler theme. Been a wrestler for like the last 3 years. Although it's always been the same one. But because I've been in a different place every year, it's felt like a reasonable choice. Whereas if we're going to the same place, I feel like I need to switch it up a bit. I'll do for now. You been collecting anything, C-Ron? Bought any Pokemon cards or anything recently? Ever fancied buying some little plastic figures? That's what we do around here on Mondays and Wednesdays. The little plastic army men from the 41st millennium. Not in a while. Too expensive. Have you still got all the cards you had when I last saw? Or have any been cashed in? Still got loads. I'm tempted as the market is high at the minute. Yeah, everything's shot up recently, isn't it? That's it. It's the never-ending roller coaster of knowing they'll be worth more till the eventual crash and financial abolition of Pokemon cards. But yeah, I guess if you don't have anything you want to purchase, more than happy to just keep them. What do you reckon that Zard you've got is worth? And is it worth regrading it? Probs get sold pre-wedding. Okay. How are you getting on with looking at stuff for the wedding? It's like 4K. Fuck me. What at the grade that it currently is? What could it be? It's got good corners and centering. It's a surface that lets it down. There's a place in Bradford that cleaned the surface in a safe way and sent to PSA. It's got 10 centering. Nice. What would it be at a 6 or a 7? We are booking the venue in Jan. Nice. How many people are you expecting to be there? give or take. Alright, let's see if we can get this red popping a bit more. PSA 10 is 26k. Wow. It's a 5 at the minute. And not with PSA. PSA 6 is 5k. 7 is 8. Wow. I'm gonna steal it when I come round. I think our friendship's worth about £5,000. Think of all the Warhammer I could buy. You got it for free? What the hell? How did that happen? Oh, our Guardianista's up to 14 Tyranids out of the 30. It never ends. Wow, you had a friend give you $5,000 for free. I need more of those friends, please. I'm just happy when people subscribe to my channel. I need to set my sights higher. Expect more. That's not as bright a red as I was hoping for, really. I don't think that's going to cut it. We both didn't realise. Lost touch with him shortly after. Yeah, what more can he possibly offer you? Evil Sun Scarlet. You know what, I'm going to give the Blood Red give it a go. See what it looks like. No, the other thing is it's not thick enough. Right, I'll give this one a go, even though I've just squirted out all of that Blood Angel's red, which now won't get used. Fucking hell. Very convenient, Kron. Very. I got 55 subs on my YouTube channel now. Oh, well, plaque will be here before you know it. See, that is very bright. Somewhere between the two will be good. get any of that, yeah. Got him! Fart 1. Oh, we've got Joe and Kron in the same stream again. Fantastic. Hey, have you not subbed to my YouTube yet? Guardian Easter. We've got all the farts going off now. I'm going to rename Fart A the Serratus Special, I think, as well. If you put exclamation mark YouTube into the chat, it should give you a link. It's almost like Joe's got an alert set up for C-Ron speaks in the chat. Next thing you know, Joe's here. A large amount of the original crew has turned up this evening. It's nice, good of you to be here. Yeah, there's my YouTube link. If wiggly. I'm a pro lurker. I can smell C. Ronnie from miles away. Yeah, he does have a stench. That is for sure. The Doncaster aroma. I don't smell that bad. Just finished modding, so I thought I would see what you guys are up to. Nice! Maybe I should get back on WoW again soon and we can get the dream team back together for some dungeons. Get Jojo to die some more. I mean, I'm barely on retail at the minute. I'm all about Mists of Pandaria at the minute. Get on the classic and bring back Friday fun time, but on Saturdays. Nice. Saturday fun time, sounds good to me. You need to meet in the middle and get on Mists of Pandaria. What was that? Oh, that was a YouTube sub, but I didn't quite see who it was. Although I get an email every time I get a YouTube sub, so... Ah! Guardian Easter! Welcome! Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, this is going to take me forever. You can see how bright that red is though, compared to the old red I was using. Lovely jubbly. Fall Guys would be fun again. Yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's get gaming in the Discord, boys. It's getting back to that time of year now, though. Dark Knight's drawing in. Yeah, definitely, man. Reckon Tony will come Derby. Not heard from her in a long ass time. Well, she was on stream this afternoon when I was playing WoW. She said she'll try, so that's all I can ask. Be good to see her. Good to get the crew back together for some shenanigans. What's the plan? Pub crawling dirty dog? Hairy dog. Hey look, Guardian Easter knows. That is exactly the plan. I'm umming and ahhing about having some food. Because I'm going out with my dad at 12:30 to watch the football. So I don't know what time you guys are getting there. Whenever you get there, you're welcome, obviously. I missed that. But yeah, lots of bars, just chatting, having a laugh, having some drinks, bit of dancing to some metal, and a dirty kebab. What more could I ask for as I get yet another year older? Will it ever end? Right, definitely prefer that red. So you see the red at the bottom, it's quite a lot brighter. Pops quite a lot more. Just means I've got about 17 hours of painting red now to go. Is it your birthday on the day? My birthday's a few days afterwards. My birthday's on the Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday. But we're going to a gig at the Hairy Dog on the Sunday. So we thought, yeah, get there on the Saturday, invite a load of people to come and see us. And then on the Sunday we go to the gig. I'd fuck. You'd get obliterated, my friend. God, there's so many lines on this to paint. Righto, I'm off. Good to see you again. I'll try and message some point this week. Yeah. Yep, do it so I know what's going on. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that, as always. Have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you soon. So how did the modding go then, Joe? You have a good stream? It was chill, nice. Chill's good. Not too many knobheads in the stream. Most of my trolls come in the form of YouTube viewers at the minute. Get the occasional bot on Twitch, which is always fun. Swing the banhammer. The usual goof heads chilling. Nice. These ads get some in German, then ads in English about dogs with arthritis. Oh, lovely. I'm a dog with arthritis. I thought you were. I thought you subbed to the Twitch, or are you looking at ads on something else? Yeah, you certainly shouldn't be getting ads if you've subbed. I seem to remember you subbing. Maybe it was a month ago. Maybe you need to resub. Because if you did it on Twitch Prime, it doesn't auto resub. Let's have a look, see if I can see when you subbed. Guardian Easter. Yeah, a month ago, Twitch Prime, so it's probably run out, mate. If you fancy hitting the button again, I'll be very appreciative. Ooh, baby! Cheers, buddy. Yeah, it's super loud. It's gotta be super loud. We're celebrating the subscriber, baby! Thank you, Guardian Easter. Appreciate that very much. 2 subs in one stream. Not often that happens much anymore. So we're up to 8 Twitch subs now. Lovely jubbly, thank you everybody. Muchas gracias. It's funny on this stream when I get a sub and it blasts my eardrums off. It makes me jump when I'm trying to paint. trim's starting to pop now. Which we like. We like popping trim. We don't like this wire in the middle. Definitely sort that out for next Warhammer stream. Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. Yeah, he timed it well. I'd really like focused in. Next thing you know, I think I get a double alert as well. Like it plays a sound through two different bots. Not entirely sure how I managed to make it do that, but seems to do it anyway. There are eyes on this one. I've seemingly just ignored. I've still got yellow in my palette, so I might come back to those shortly. Joe, you're quite artistic. You never fancied painting some little spacemen? Say again. I was just saying, I wondered if you'd ever fancied collecting some Warhammer and painting it, because you're a talented artist. You could probably do a pretty cool job of painting some of these. my brother did when I grew up, so I helped with some of the basic figures. Nice. Well, there's going to be a competition in the Discord at some point fairly soon where you can get either Battle.net balance or some free Warhammer, so look out for me posting that. It's quite a simple competition as well. $30 was way too much to try in one evening. Well, just keep pushing through, man. Yeah, I think I did probably only 10, and I was somewhat uninterested after those 10. So 30 is a bold move. Trim's really starting to get something about it now. If you look at this compared to this one, it's starting to look a lot better. That's going to do me for the evening. Ah, you done? Are you giving up and going to bed? Well, you're halfway there. That's not too bad an effort. The orange red is definitely better than the burgundy. Yeah, I think the burgundy was good as a placeholder, so I knew what I was doing. But now I'm gonna keep chugging along with this red, and I'm not ending the stream until every bit of trim on this obliterator is red. Then after that I'll save the other one for a rainy day. Catch you next Wednesday. Nice one. Maybe Monday, pending Lisa's plans. Adios. Tschüss. Thanks for being here, Guardian Easter. Appreciate that. Have a good sleep, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to fall asleep, so I drink coffee, but then I drink coffee and my hands shake, so I can't paint very well. something enjoyable about seeing the trim really start to come to life. The effort is rewarded. And if there's anyone watching that has any questions or suggestions or just wants to have a bit of a chat, by all means let me know. Oh man, this trim never ends. I need people to keep me company before I go insane. Sometimes when I'm painting these, my eyes just go like cross-eyed, trying to concentrate on the little details. Okay, cracking on now with this, with the trim. Slowly but surely.
Ooh,
Ooh woo. Good old Serratus. Keeping me entertained. Whilst I paint seemingly never-ending red paint. And as my hand gets shakier and shakier from A, doing this for the last 2.5 hours, and B, caffeine consumption. There we go. Alright, just the very top bits of red to go. And I can go and relax. We're getting there now. Not a lot left to go. Interesting, we got no comments from YouTube today. We usually get a fair few on the Warhammer streams. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Seems to be pretty reasonable. There we have it. That is the obliterator. Nice and red. I think that looks pretty reasonable. Just going to chuck a little bit of the black on this. So that brings me to about done for today's stream. Brushes tidied up. So you can see the one on the left I've gone back over the red, and the one on the right I haven't. See quite a big difference there. Might dry brush some yellow highlights onto the cape on the right as well. Tell you what I am going to do, a little fine brush. paint these little yellow eyes that I missed. There we go, that's better. So that's us done for today. I keep saying that's us done for today and then seeing things that I wanted to do. That's it now. Not touching it now. That's it. Concentrate on them again next time. Get the other one done. All in all, I'm happy with how that's gone. Pretty happy. So, we have 2 obliterators. One on the left, a lot closer to finish than the one on the right. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we have this guy that we built earlier in the stream as well. Skull Grinder. So, that's us done for today. Thank you everybody for being here, as always. I appreciate that. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Cheers all. Thank you, Sirius. Have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers all. Bye.